row, Brandon DeVries. He is now a 6th grader at Hampshire Middle School, and he's here with his mom, Jessie DeVries, and his speech therapist from middle school, Mrs. Olson. And he's here, he'd like to share with you a presentation that he has developed to share some information with his friends and his teachers about autism. Brandon is a student with autism, and a few years ago in 4th grade, he and I worked together to develop a set of activities to help his friends understand autism. And the teacher that he had at the time was very excited to participate in this activity with us. So we want to show you the whole picture of everything that we did in hopes that this might be helpful to you. But you could certainly take pieces of it and consider what would be right for your class and your student and your student's family. So we started out, our theme was It's Okay to Be Different. And we started with the book, It's Okay to Be Different by Todd Carr. I don't have the book here today because it's out on loan, and it's often out of my room on loan.
But you have
I do.
different like me.
I do. So we read It's Okay to Be Different, and it just talks about fun ways that people have similarities and differences. And then Brandon's holding Different Like Me. Do you remember what we did with this one? We looked at different
pages of other famous people who had a type of autism.
Absolutely. Thank you, Brandon. We just looked at, we didn't read all of the text, but we looked at some of the famous people who have a type of autism, and we specifically looked at the amazing things that they accomplished, maybe as a result of some of their strengths as a person with autism. So that was really fun, and kids enjoyed taking a look at that.
Okay.
Click us ahead. So on the 3rd day, it was all about Brandon, and Brandon took the opportunity to share some information about himself as well as some facts about autism.
This is the 3rd year I've been doing this presentation. The 2nd year to do it at the high school. And I'm very excited to show it with you. Okay, let's move on. Today we will learn some things that are easy for me, some things that are hard for me, or about autism, and how I can be, well, you can be good friends to me. So here, what I'm good at. I'm good at helping people, especially little kids. I'm good at math. I'm good at talking. Some people with autism have a hard time talking. I'm good at rock climbing, and I'm good at being brave on rides. There. And what I'm most proud of is helping people, because helping people gives a lot more life for us, for our planet, Earth. Okay, moving on.
Oh, it's because he touched this one. Ah, okay.
Just click back on the presentation. All right, it should work now.
Okay. Here's a picture of me at the top of the rock. I remember, this is from the center of Elgin. When I made it to the top, I saw like a little Mickey Mouse doll. These are some of the things I like. I like t-ball and baseball. I like playing video games in my 3DS. I like playing video games on the Wii U. Oh yeah, and these are some of the games I like to play on the Wii U and 3DS. What I also like, I like to ride my bike and scooter. I don't really have a scooter because it's broken. I like to go swimming. I like to take funny pictures with my 3DS. I like my birthday and all the other holidays. I like to tell jokes, and I like to have friends. Now, do you want to hear one of my jokes?
Yes. Let's hear it.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Gorilla.
Gorilla who?
Gorilla, me cheese sandwich, please.
That's good. That's a good one.
What do you know about autism? just a little Arthur video. Do you think we can share?
You know, could we just tell them about it?
Sure.
Okay.
It was about a boy with Asperger's syndrome, which is another type of autism, and it told a story about how Carl met George and about all of that stuff. And yeah, that's what this one was all about. Okay. As we all should know, autism is a brain thing. So, how do we get information to our brains? Okay, moving on. Okay, the five senses. For me, sometimes the five senses get a little hard because messages come in too big. Sound can get too loud because my hearing is extra great. My brain has so much energy, sometimes ideas and words get jumbled up. What was my message? Autism makes words and sounds loud. Sometimes all I need is a little extra time to think. So, do you know the sixth sense?
No. What is the sixth sense?
That you asked. Social sense. Autism makes it harder for me to learn the rules for being friends. So what did we learn about autism? Autism is a brain thing. It means your brain uses the five senses a little differently. Sounds can get extra loud. Words and messages can get jumbled up. Extra time to think is helpful. Learning the rules about making friends, keeping friends is hard. So if you want to be a good friend to me, you can 1, sit next to me at lunch. 2, talk to me how I've been or about anything like video games. You can remind me if I talk too long about one subject. Help me get my things organized. Not really, but I think the assignment notebook is the hardest part of my day. ELT is making it a little easier.
Did it used to be hard?
Like, yeah.
But it's easier now.
ELT, we write down like all my assignments.
Very good.
Moving on.
Okay.
Use kind words to remind me of the rules of being friends. Remind other friends that it's okay to be different. Remember that loud voices hurt my ears. Give me an extra second to get my mind out or understand yours. Invite me to play, hang out, like another word, hang out with you. Come sit with me or just hang out. I really like being part of this class, like 4th, 5th, and 6th. Do you have any questions for me?
I don't have a question, but I think, I'm sorry.
Is middle school a lot different for you?
Let's see here. Yeah, it was until I found I'm getting along now. Once you start middle school, it's a little tough until you get along with it. After the 5 years you've been inside elementary school. So yeah.
It seems like a big change.
I can take 3 more questions. Does anyone else want something? Yes?
How old are you?
I'm 11.
11.
And you?
I don't really have a question. I just wanted to say I really appreciate you coming and talking with us and sharing all the wonderful things that you have.
Oh,
I
thank you.
appreciate that big time. You did a great job.
Oh, Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else?
Can you get your scooter fixed?
I'm not sure. It's always going down, like backing it up. It's just always going down.
Hopefully the weather will change finally.
But I am gonna ride on my new roller skates that I got this Christmas. That was the only gift I got from Santa. Like everyone in my family got one gift from Santa. Yeah, it's pretty much. I like sharing the thoughts I had this past year too. Oh yes.
What's your favorite thing about being in 6th grade?
Let's see here. I like. Well, let's see. I'm not really sure.
What's the biggest difference between 5th grade and 6th grade?
The biggest difference is like the periods. It's not like you go get one classroom and then at certain days or certain points we're gonna go to another classroom. Not like that. We have separate periods, different classmates. We don't have any like parties and stuff like that. We do like little things. And yeah. Yes.
How do you feel when the halls are really crowded? Does that bother you when like everybody's in passing periods? Does that ever bother you?
Yes, it quite does. Especially when I'm trying to get out of the 8th grade hallway. It's always pushing, shoving, and weird things going on. They just come up to sometimes 8th graders would come to my face and do weird stuff. Yeah, I don't really like it, but I'm gonna have to stick with it. So.
You're sure gonna be an 8th grader soon.
And so, oh. Okay,
Brandy, would you like to show them the last two slides?
sure. Surprise. This is my first presentation from 4th grade. We had a cake. 5th grade we did cupcakes. We haven't did anything in 6th grade, but we don't really need to. Yeah, it's like a cake with all of our names. My name is like over there. And Miss Latimer wanted to make sure she didn't give out the names of everybody, and that would be unfair. Well, she did accidentally give Nicholas Hines his name. I'm pretty sure people did get their names, but hey, it's cake. It's always gonna happen. It's always gonna happen.
That's right.
And we did pass out ribbons like this.
Very cool.
Okay, this is the follow-up activity I did in 4th grade. There was a book in my old library that we made with our project. Mine was at the end because it's what made me a little bit happier. This is what I wrote.
That's awesome.
And it was actually quite the first time I actually figured out how to draw a perfect puzzle piece.
It has become a symbol since then, right, Mom?
Mm-hmm.
The puzzle piece is very important to Brandy.
And usually you can also there's also places you could find autism. Like last time I saw it at Toys R Us, but other than that, that's it. The whole presentation.
Thank you.